You've just stepped into the Buzzy's Country Store podcast, part-time porch talk, part-time therapy session, and all heart. I'm Chief Larry, and along with your host, J. Scott Ridgel, we're serving up real stories with a Buzzy's twist.
Hello, welcome to the Buzzy podcast, and as usual, Chief Larry is behind the cameras here. I'm trying to talk Larry into being on camera today since I have another Navy chief here. I have two Navy chiefs joining us, and I'll introduce Charlie Sims. And the commonality between you and Larry is that you both were in for 23 years, and the seven got me mixed up because you both went in at 17.
Yeah. He went in the Army, though.
Larry went in the Army. We're not going to hold that against him. It took him 6 years to figure it out to end up in the Navy. But well, now you've got a great reason why you went in the Navy since you were part Cherokee. Tell that.
Well, anyway, they wondered why I joined the Navy. I said, well, it's the only way I could make chief.
You weren't making it in the Cherokee Nation, right? Now, your mom was, what, half?
Well,
she was, and that was Mita?
Yeah.
And your dad was Paul?
Yeah, he was not. He wasn't Cherokee.
He wasn't Cherokee.
He was my mother.
But you're still a card-carrying member, right?
Oh, yeah.
You get to vote in the election?
Yeah, in fact,
Didn't you you and your brother go up for the Native American Museum? Didn't you have, like, front row seats? And
Oh, yeah.
they treated you like you were somebody. Well, you were.
Well,
Either that or they couldn't get people to come.
yeah, the World War II memorial place.
Oh, was it at the World War II? I thought it was when they opened up the Native American Museum. No, it was at the World War II Museum.
Yeah.
Well, you could be at all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
And most of them.
So you go in the Navy at 43,
Yeah.
and you
I retired in 66.
66, and then I think don't you have a record? You've been retired longer than you worked, as far as
Well, that's good. Give me
Now, when did you hit Pax River? You hit Pax River in
1949.
49. The base opened in 43.
Yeah, but see, we were in the Navy on Guam, and we hauled out when the Berliner left Cologne. They hauled us out of the Navy and took us to Germany for the Berliner left. VR6 and VR8. VR6 was Guam, and VR8 was Hawaii.
And which one were you in? You were in 6.
I was in VR6.
Well, that was the main one, wasn't it?
Well, both of them were squadrons.
Mm-hmm.
We were flying, flying mostly just people that, flying passengers. Transport squadron.
Now, the Berlin airlift went out of 2 different places. Yours went out of Frankfurt, right?
Well, I had three of them.
3, okay.
We got to Frankfurt.
Now, I remember you telling me they had one every 10 minutes or something.
Every 3 minutes. Had 3-minute interval between flights. And it was all GCA, ground control approach.
Mm.
So, but more competition between the 2 squadrons to see who could fly the best. So
Well, how'd you know? You just,
we kept track of them.
I mean, how'd you know who was best? You made it? You didn't
Well, maintenance-wise.
You made it, oh, I see.
Yeah.
Well, now, didn't you tell me if you got out of line or something, or if you missed your approach? Or
Yeah, going into Berlin,
Right.
if you missed your approach, where you had to take a wave off and fly all the way back to Frankfurt and kept the same load, but just fueled up and got back in line. You had to get back in line. So.
Because they were all so staged that they were programmed to come in.
Yeah.
Well, now, you probably didn't have to do that too often, did you?
A couple times.
A couple times. How long did that go on, the airlift?
Well, it was finished up in 49.
For a year?
Yeah.
And you flew, what, every day or?
Well, I flew 15 days and got 5 days off. That was my,
And you just kept flying? You just kept going,
Yeah.
dropping,
Yeah.
coming back,
yeah,
flying?
yeah.
All day long?
So we fly till you got 15 hours. You got 15 hours in. We would fly. We would fly. But no matter what it took, still 15 days.
Now, it's only a couple hours from Frankfurt to Berlin,
Well,
right?
yeah, but you have a 10 mile radius. You had to stay within it. Because you had a quarter. You had to fly a quarter. You couldn't get out of that.
I have a famous picture of, well, there's a lot of pictures of it, but thought I would show that.
You know, that would be an Air Force guy, Air Force plane.
Oh, I was going to say I saw you on the plane right there.
No.
No.
But the pilots here would open one until candy and little parachutes. Throw out all those kids down there trying to get candy.
What, would you throw it from the plane as you went over? Or when you landed?
No, so that was flying. What do you mean?
You were throwing candy to the kids?
I wasn't.
Oh.
Just Air Force guys. That was their cookie.
Ah, the Air Force, they had that. Okay, tell the story that your gallbladder doctor, that,
Well, anyway, several years after this, I had to go to the Calvert County Hospital to get an operation for gallbladder, and to sort of have the doctor, his name was Falls, and I got talking to him, and it turned out that he recognized that he was a young man when all this took place, but he thought it was pretty great that he was doing the operation.
well, how did that come up? You were just talking, and did you mention
Yeah.
that?
Well,
You-
just mentioned it. And I had another story there that we had a place can't get my ducks in a row, but had like a place to A&R, O&R, and I was in there, just a dance hall and everything, had entertainment, and I was at the table with a girlfriend, and she was in a dance hall there, so, and I was at the table with her, and this waiter came in back by, and his name was, but anyway, it turned out that the waiter was used to. I used to have people place, clean up around the beach and everything. Well, the guy, he turned out, I used to chase him when he was a prisoner.
No.
Yeah.
What were you doing chasing him?
Down at Better, they were working party, clean up around the beach and everything. So he got to trying to think of the guy's name now.
Now, he was a prisoner?
Yeah, well, we would use him for
Slave labor?
Yeah,
Get some work out of them?
yeah. But that was interesting whenever then. So but it turned out that he was a waiter at this club. But it turned out I used to chase him when he was a POW.
Now he's chasing women.
Yeah. But
Let's come back to Pax River. You got here in 49? 49. So you went to Maine for a while too, right?
Well, that was after the Navy, after we retired.
Oh, okay.
I went to work for air research out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Now, when you got here to Pax, you lived down Joe Lore's, down Airedale, right?
Oh, yeah.
How'd you end up there?
Well, I was I looked for places to live. When I came back, she's my daughter, and it kept this place that used to pay $100 a month. Back then, Dick Lord, he owned the place then. But it's a Talia Hall now. I went all the way down the end there. There's an old, big old farmhouse.
Oh, yeah.
We stayed there for quite a while. And it turned out that his son, wanted to live in the house, so I had to move out. That's when I bought a place up in Lexington Park
Oh, you did? I didn't know you went to the park.
on Midway Drive.
Where at?
Midway Drive.
Midway, yeah. Where else? Everybody lived on Midway.
Yeah.
Did you know the rest of the folks there on Midway? Everybody
Oh,
else?
there quite a few people.
Yeah, well, you've got that in the scrapbook.
Yeah.
Now I know why. Well, how long were you there?
Well, until I retired in the Navy.
No. So when did you end up down here at Scheibel's on Fox Harbor?
Let's see. I retired out of the Navy and went to work for air research out of Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
And so the company I worked for, I tried to get the family, Glenn and Dot, tried to get them over. But I was working out at Deputy Compere Westpac, Philippines. But it got shot down. I couldn't get the family over there, so I put three years with them. And I said, hell, I could have done this in the Navy. So I just quit and came home.
So did you go over there? You did 3 years over there, or you?
No, I was by myself.
Yeah.
Left Dot and Glenn.
They were in Arizona, or they?
Yeah. They were at Lexington Park.
Oh, they were still here on Midway.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So we just,
Yeah, that didn't make sense to retire from the Navy and then end up doing 3 years overseas
Yeah.
on your.
well, I had enough of it. I had
Yeah,
three.
yeah. Well, you'd done it for 23 years to begin with.
Yeah. So it was a good job, good paying job and everything.
Yeah.
I had the dollar signs in my eyes.
Yeah. Well, you got to do what you got to do. So then come back here, and then is that when you took the job up in Maine?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And is that when you sold on Midway?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sold that. Bought another house up there. Every place when I bought a house.
Yeah. Well, how long were you in Maine?
About 2 years.
2?
Yeah.
But you had to come back to the county.
Oh yeah.
You had to.
Yeah.
You had to come back.
Like gravity, you know.
Got in your blood.
Yeah. But anyway, I called. I was over in the Philippines, and so I got a little drunk one night. So I got to call my boss in Phoenix, Wes Evans. I said, Wes, you got to send me a replacement. I said, I'm coming home. He said, well, I hate to see you have to leave, but I said, but I'll have to terminate you from your position if you quit. I said, well, drop the papers. I'll see you in Phoenix on Friday. So I got the airplane, came home. I've been home ever since.
There you go. Good. Good. Well, I think that was the right move.
Yeah.
So when you came back down, how'd you find the Scheibel place?
Uh,
First of all, did you come back for a job here at PAX, or in the?
no, well, I went to, in construction,
Is that when you went in construction?
construction work.
So you went from Navy Tech
Yeah.
to, well, you put the roof on the drill hall originally,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, yeah.
And that must have been a badass job because it's,
It was bad.
huh?
It was bad.
Yeah,
And that was when Glenn was going to college. And went where the money was.
you had to go, yeah,
Follow the money.
follow the money. Yeah, but
And that's when Dot started teaching school. She started
she went, she,
started teaching at St. John's. And then, whenever Maine, we should substitute teaching up there. But as we got back here, she started substituting down here and started at St. John's and then over to Father Andrew White. And then from Andrew White to Ridge, and that's where she retired out of there.
well, St. Michael's, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And she taught there for,
Yeah, quite a while, third grade mostly.
yeah, I think there's some class pictures
Yeah.
rolling around with,
Yeah, I also get kids that she taught. They say, oh yeah, I miss them.
well, I never heard anything bad about her. And of course, she's with those nuns, so
Yeah, well,
she had to be the, she had to be,
she loved it when the nuns were there. I mean, they were in
Mm-hmm.
a tight ship.
yeah, yeah. I think when I went, we had 6 nuns and 2 lay teachers.
But we used to go, you had the class, annual class outing,
Mm-hmm.
But she'd always been kids down my house. I always had all set up with bicycles, tricycles, everything.
Well, you got such a nice setup. Still do.
But usually father would come down. He said, I like go down there. She'd come down with the kids.
Sure, sure. When'd you do this? When'd you start the charter boat captain business? Did you do that on the side, or?
I started drifting into it. Because I used to keep all Shiloh's boats tied up in my dock.
That was nice of you.
So I just went up doing the fishing party for him, and finally got my license. I'd run parties for Bruce Shiloh, and I had my own fishing parties. So I did that quite a while.
Yeah.
And finally, I got old, the boat got old, and I quit.
One of you, but both of you,
Yeah,
it was
both of
it was a non-starter.
Both of us got it. But anyway, I did a lot of flying in the Navy. Had used to fly congressional parties,
Now,
We
this
had-
you say congressional, I thought well, VIPs, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
You were
Yeah.
these are boondoggles, weren't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah, mostly. Well,
I probably shouldn't have said that.
I had my own airplane, that I took care of. We had this one trip, it was a 30-day trip around the world. So we picked up, had about six congressmen and their wives, and we were on a 30-day trip around the world. So I was a crew chief. My job was to flight engineer. So,
You wore civilian clothes, right?
oh yeah.
Because they didn't want to know it was Navy, I guess. It was Navy, right? What,
No. It was still Navy then.
Uh-huh.
Still Navy. But this one trip, we flew up to Andrews Air Force Base and picked up a congressional party. And so we were flying, and it took off, went to Alaska, and we to land in Japan. And we taxied up, and my plane commander, Bob Hurt, commander, he said, "Hey, Chief," he says, "can you speak Japanese?" I said, "Oh, yeah, I can speak Japanese." He said, "Well, how about telling the ground crew to bring a power unit up to plug in I said, okay. So I hatched and yelled, hey, Joe, bring me a pair of, okay, Joe. Bob Hurt turned, you son of a bitch.
Oh, you got the job done.
Yeah.
You knew how to
Yeah.
communicate.
And he Japanese.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Anything to get it done.
Yeah, so, but, but he's buried same like a cemetery on oh up by fairground up by fairground cemetery up
Got down Medley's Neck.
there. Yeah,
There's a little Catholic church down there.
but he's buried. I stopped by and see him every once.
Do you really?
Yeah, hi Bob. He's been dead. He was. You remember Nan Billingsley?
Nan Billingsley, yes.
Well, she was did all the paperwork for the flights and everything. That's when Bob Hurt was romancing her. So got we had we turn in her time sheets when we get in there.
Mm-hmm.
And she'd have it down open and she'd take care of all the paperwork.
Hey, remember the day you and Stan Schweiker were flying around over here, and I was outside burning trash, and you kept circling around. At the time, I wondered. I said, "What is up with that plane up there?" And then you came in later and said, "We were trying to get your attention. We saw you down there," and was that you guys?
Yeah.
What was the Stan story where he made you? Or didn't make you, but he called you to he crashed the plane and needed an engine?
Oh,
And-
yeah. Well, he had, he was Columbus, Ohio. He lost a engine on an airplane. He had to make a forced landing there.
Oh, okay.
So he called me up and he says, hey, Charlie, he said, you know that spare engine you got in the barn down there? And yeah. He said, would you go down and get that thing and bring it out to
Columbus, Ohio, and you did it. and then what? Did you drive back and he flew back?
Yeah.
And that's a friend. That he could call you and know you would do it. That's pretty neat.
Stan Schweiker.
Stan, yeah. Stan.
Good man.
He was. And Sandy's
Yeah, I see her.
one of your many girlfriends.
Yeah. I see her quite a bit.
Yeah, she thinks the world of you. In fact, when you had your birthday party here, she picked up the whole tab. I said, Sandy, this is going to be a big tab because he's got a lot of it. She said, I don't care. Charlie's worth it.
Yeah, nice lady.
Nice lady, very nice lady. Well, I always say you're my hero because, like, when you would come in the store, all the women would give you hugs and kisses, and all the men would buy you beer. I said, I want to be like Charlie when I grow up. That's the way to roll.
And Charlie got too old though.
Hey, I think you're doing pretty good. What are you? You're only 98, right?
Yeah, well, we're 98 coming up.
98 coming up. All right. Well, let's celebrate that.
And,
Hey,
not far from 100.
well, you'll make 100. I got money on you. I don't want to make you feel bad when I tell you this, but you're not the first retired Navy chief that has been on the Buzzy podcast. This guy, Chief
yeah.
Larry, we did a little shakedown
You know,
cruise.
he's an Army guy. So
But you see, you hold that against him. It was only 5 years, right?
he done something that I never did in the Navy. A flirt, I never flew a parachute jump, never bailed out of an airplane.
Yeah, I was a paratrooper in the Army, but in the Navy, I got smart because I got a nice warm bed every night. I was on the ship instead of in a foxhole or somewhere. So
Well, that's what they all say.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I know I was in the Army. I was never that smart. So, but after 2 years, I was done. At least you went back in. But I just think it's funny. You both did 23 years. Well, thank you very much, Charlie. I told you we would make it.
Trying to think of something. I do have some pictures of him. I took Taj Mahal I have aerial pictures of Taj Mahal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 'cause we flew out of there sometimes.
Was that one of the VIP
yeah,
trips?
Yeah.
I don't know what the official name is. Congressional familiarization. Was there some technical name for those? Okay, well, I'll put those when we show this. I'll put those in with it.
I'll go through my stuff, pictures and everything.
Okay.
But right now it's disrupted because I'm in the process of moving downstairs. And I got tons of stuff.
I'll bet. I'll bet. Well, after 98 years, I guess you do. All right. Thank you very much. And thank you very much. And we'll do this again.
Well, I'll try to think up something that I haven't embellished too much.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. All right.